that says clean, squat clean. Now if there's a workout where, say it's a lighter weight, we got to do a lot of reps, probably aren't, and it's kind of up to your discretion, okay? So maybe you're doing more reps, so then you might want to just stick with power, okay? But if it's a heavier weight that you know you can't power through a bunch of those reps, then you're going to be going to that squat clean, okay? So let's go over the clean really quick. Remember, always starting with those hands right outside of those hips. You can go power grip if you want, where you can have the thumbs wrapped, index finger and middle finger wrapped over that thumb. Okay, when you're right here, make sure those feet right underneath those hips. It's always that pulling motion, because what motion do we start with? Start with that deadlift, okay? So feet are always starting right underneath the hips, okay? Bringing that bar down mid-shin, that's where the bumpers would sit on the ground. From here, remember, it's like we're doing a deadlift, but we're raising our hips, shoulders together, all the way up to our knees, right? So from here, we can't keep that motion going, so what do we have to do? We have to now squeeze that butt, push those hips through as we're actively pulling that bar back into our hips. As you get those hips to full extension, shrug, high pull with those elbows up and back, okay? Remember, think about that. As you're pulling up, you're also pulling yourself under, jumping those feet wider into a squat stance, elbows forward, standing that way back up, walking those feet back together, okay? So let's go through a couple reps of those, okay? Cleans or squat cleans. So remember here, sinking that butt down. Remember, in this bottom position, you should be able to wiggle your toes, weight should be on your heels. I should be able to see a logo on your chest if you have one, okay? From here, remember, butt doesn't shoot right up in the air. Hips and shoulders rise together to above the knee. Bring the bar up, shrug, pull, drop, get the roll, stand up, walk those feet back together. Good, go ahead and do another one. Full speed though, okay? Let's see a couple of those, full speed. There you go, yep. Jump those feet wider. Nice, weight on the heels, go ahead and stand on up. All right, so going over the next movement here. Okay, from clean, we're gonna go to power clean. Call it a power clean because you're basically powering that weight up to the shoulders, giving a little bit more range of motion. You're not dropping underneath the bar as much, okay? So, from the ground, pulling up, same way motion starts, okay? We're always coming to full extension, but now, as you do that power, as you do the power pull, okay, you can come to this, where you're doing basically like a muscle clean, okay? You're not really dropping under the bar at all. You could be fully stood up. You can also technically do a clean to here. This is considered a power clean because your hips are above your knees, right? Once the hip crease drops below, it's now a squat. Okay, so think about that. I can stop right here, all the way to here. Anywhere in there is considered a power clean, okay? So maybe if it's a little heavier, maybe you gotta drop under it just a little bit more, stand it on up, but that's still a power clean, okay? So, let's go ahead and do a couple power cleans here. Mid-shin, pull that bar up, nice and slow, come through, pump, drop just a little bit, make sure you stand up and walk those feet back together. Cool? So, a little bit lower of a power clean. Try to do like a half squat on this one. Ready? Mid-shin, and go. There you go. Feels a little bit different though, doesn't it? Trying to squat like almost into or trying to drop almost into a full squat there. So, we always know that if we say clean, or power clean, then it's starting from the ground, because we're not saying ground clean, ground power clean, okay? But now that we have hang in front of it, you know that it's going to start in a hang motion. So, a couple different hang spots you can go from. You can go from a low hang below the knee, a low hang above the knee. You can go mid hang where it's about mid-thigh, or high hang where it's basically your hips are all the way extended, you're at the hip crease, okay? So any of those you can start with. A lot of the times in the workouts we program, we're not going to have low hang below the knee. We're either gonna have hang or no hang at all, okay? So it's kind of up to you where you wanna start. If you can power, or if you can muscle through it, you can kind of do some muscle cleans, perfect, that's great. But most of the time, people are gonna go into the mid-hang, pushing those hips through, getting that activation, and then going into the shrug high pull, okay? So think about those two things right there. So let's go down into a low hang below the knee, low hang above the knee. Low hang below the knee, mid hang, high hang. Okay, go down mid hang. Now give me a hang squat clean. So you're starting from right here, pulling all the way up, squat clean, jumping back up. There you go. Yeah. So let's do it one more time. Mid hang. There you go. A little bit higher. Yeah, about mid thigh. Yeah. So remember, pause for 1 second. That can remind me of something here. So a lot of times whenever you see somebody do a hang, they usually just will push their knees forward. You see how upright my chest is? This isn't activating any of that posterior chain, okay? So think about this. If if I'm going to do a regular clean, I'm up right here, right? So this is where you want to be in that hang. No matter if you come all the way up and then drop back down, we don't want to pull up and then squat down. We want to make sure we're getting that hip hinge over, okay? Chest should be over that bar. So let's go into that squat clean again. From here, mid-hang, hips go through, pop, drop. There you go, weight on the heels, feet jumping out, walking back together. Good. Okay, so hang clean is also known as hang squat clean, okay? So just remember those terms, they can be interchangeable. Hang power clean, last but not least, going from that hang, mid-shin or mid-thigh, okay? Remember, you can keep that thumb wrapped as well. Once you're here, come back up. Remember, you can power clean right to that. You can also add that drop back to it, okay? Good. You have to make sure those elbows are getting through. That's a big thing. The power clean, a lot of people want to go so fast with it that they get it to here, okay? Their elbows are back behind that bar. Make sure those elbows always get in front of that bar, okay? Even if it's just slightly in front, it's better than here where we're just kind of pulling it right up and down, okay? High pull, elbows through. There you go, Mickey. Nice. Okay, so little test really quick. I want you guys to all do this together. Give me a hang squat clean. Hang squat clean. So get in that position. There you go. Mickey did a low hang squat clean. It still counts. It still counts. Yeah, you just naturally went low hang. Okay, next one is a power clean. Where are you starting? Turn on ground. Yep, come up. Yep, any of those power cleans count. Good. All right, one more. Give me a hang clean. So hang. Ah, there you go. Yeah, see, it's a trick question right there, right? So remember, hang clean can also go for hang squat clean. Cool? So just remember that. Always interchangeable. Okay, so let's grab the pipes. Let's put them back up. Let's go over this squat really quick.